Hello, hello, what's up? Today we're doing a prelim off stream. We're gonna play this deck that won the challenge over the weekend. This is pretty sick list. This is kind of a list that Dingo was messing around with, but it cut all the crappy, the one ring stuff. And it's just a bunch of value with flames and stuff too, and a bunch of wizards. So this is the list, and we're gonna try it in a prelim. It should be pretty sweet. Essentially, it's just like I love Snapcaster Control, and Tidebinder is broken. This card's really sweet. Hopefully, this is a good way to fight Amulet. There's even a random Mutavault just to get the full value from Flavanor. This should be fun, and I'll see you back for round number one. Hello. All right, here we are for round number one. Let's start. This hand looks good. We'll keep. We go turn one, preordain. Turn two, hold up counter. Turn two, hold up counterspell, and if we're good, we're good. And if we don't have to, we can dump out the Bowmaster. This seems good. I don't think we need these. Don't think we need these. Ragavan. Well, boy, oh boy, are we gonna get you. I'm gonna do this now so we don't get spell pierced or whatever, or who knows what. Alright, let's just end this monkey. That felt good. I wonder if they're going to be playing the same deck that I'm playing, the Grixis. They could be playing Murktide. We might find that they're playing Grixis if they get a black here. Yeah, it's the mirror. That's so funny. That's usually what happens on these days after big tournaments where something new won. Everyone will be trying it, and that's what I'm doing right here. I'm gonna crack this because if they're gonna be the deck that I think that they are, they're gonna be playing Tidebinders, and I don't really want to get got by a Tidebinder myself. So we'll just chill here. We'll hold up our Tidebinder. We'll hold up our Archmage Charm. We'll hold up everything. I wonder how it would work if I took their Amass token. How that works. I wonder. Alright, let's cast this Consider. Ragavan. Well, we don't really want that. This is not the time for Ragavan. They do get to ping our guy, but, it's better than drawing two cards. Let's draw a card. Boy, this Bowmaster card's pretty good. I'll just pass. And, Bowmaster seems like public enemy number one for us, which is ironic. Well, we can play a Tidebinder just as a blocker for this. We could just flame this. We could Archmage Charm this and then have a blocker. I guess we'll see if they attack. They'll just attack with that. Sure. This is not a good spot for us to be in. One Ragavan, huh? Guess we could try an Archmage Charm the Ragavan and then attack them. This is obviously probably not going to work. But we don't really... I mean, it's better than taking the Orc army here. We could attack and then, see what happens. Maybe they'll block with the Bowmaster. Maybe they'll do something else. This kind of makes them do something now so we can have our whole turn to do something. They'll probably counterspell this or do something like that. Alright, counterspell, sure. So let's draw... Tidebinder is really... Tidebinder's really not what we want here, unfortunately. Unfortunately, this is not what we want. We could preordain, look for a Bowmaster. I think that's what we have to do. We have to find a Bowmaster here. Lightning Bolt. Alright, I guess we have to do it. We can't let this Ragavan hit us. It's just not an option to let the Ragavan hit us. We could Tidebinder this trigger here. But the odds of them having a removal spell and then just hitting us with the Ragavan is kind of just through the roof. But we might be in desperate times. Yeah, I'll just let us hit them and we'll bolt the Ragavan. We'll do it on their turn so we can fight back with the counterspell and then have our turn untapped. I think we're losing this game because we played our Bowmaster first. It was too good. It was too good of an attempt to be able to kill their Ragavan, but just this Bowmaster just represents a lot of problems for us. We're taking 4 here. So bad. So bad for us. Bad for us. These 5-card clunky cards are just so not what we need. Not what we need right now. I think we are going to lose. I guess we'll have to flame. We'll have to play a Tidebinder to block the Orc army. They have 4 cards in their hand. We can't really go to 6 against Snapbolt. Alright, let's just block this army. Oh, they have another Bowmaster. Alright, we're gonna be dead. We can't deal with all this. It looked so good to cast our Bowmaster on the first turn, so I guess we just got. Alright, Stern Scolding counters everything. I think Tidebinder is going to be really bad in this matchup. We had them in our hand, and they just did nothing. So I don't really want to have them. Just want cheap removal like these. I guess Shieldreds are going to be good, but they're going to be hard to tap out and cast. And if you tap out and cast a Shieldred, you're just going to get Flame of Anord, right? So these are kind of clunky and awkward, so let's cut these. And let's bring in cheap removal, cheap counter spells. Maybe play 1 Shieldred. Maybe we can resolve a thing where we go Shieldred, hold up Spell Pierce. Maybe we want Thoughtseizes. No, let's just chill. Alright, so in the world of Bowmaster, you kind of have to Bowmaster last. Alright, so we're going to go... Yeah, we can keep this. We'll do what they... We'll do... Well, we can't Ragavan on 1, which is kind of awkward. But I guess we could keep this hand. We could dash to Ragavan on 2. This is really what you want in your Ragavan decks. A tap land. But it's okay. It's okay. Let's see if we can win. Alright. So we could play Ragavan, put this land into play tapped. I guess that's what worked for our opponent. We play a Ragavan, we put this into play tapped. And our opponent went boom Bowmaster, and then we can go boom Bowmaster back. We'll have to see. So this is how we lost. We took the bait here, but to just slam a Bowmaster. Let's see if they... Alright, so they did it. Now we're going to Bowmaster their Bowmaster. Let's see if we could draw land. That was a really good draw too. So now we Bowmaster them. So this is what happened to us. This is what happened to us. So let's see if it gets reversed in the same situation. I wonder if we should even be playing Ragavans. But who knows. Alright, I'm going to crack this EOT, and we're going to play... Oh, they're going to get me with the Tashas here? Okay. Okay. I didn't think they'd have these in after sideboard. But... I guess... They couldn't resist. It makes sense. I mean, they did get me with it. They got me pretty good with it. Alright, so they're not going to block here. Just pass. Yeah, that was dumb. I just played into this. Just played right into it. I guess since I've sided them out, I guess it's a flash threat. But the problem is it, like, can't really attack. It can't really do much. If I flash in Bowmasters and ping it 1, it doesn't do anything. We'll just take the hit. And we'll bolt it at the end of turn. Alright, let's bolt this. They'll probably Flame of Anor here. But they're kind of limited with the Flame of Anor with the... Okay, Spell Pierce. Well, I got absolutely dicked by this. Now we draw that. Alright, we'll just pass the turn. I guess the strength of this... This is probably not going to go well, but... Okay. Gotta play around Tidebinder more. Alright, we have a land. Let's see if we can get them to do anything now. Oh. See if they try and jam it. Nope, they don't. Just get this land untapped, and we'll pass the turn. I just don't really want to get Flame of Anor. Eventually they're going to have to cast one. They have 3 cards in hand. Alright, let's... If I cast this, they're just going to cast their own. Alright, we're just going to cast it. Target player draws 2. We're going to attempt to draw 2. This is going to go very poorly for us. And I'm probably going to delete the VOD and not post it. Snapcaster. Yup. They're gonna Spell Pierce this. Okay, well, this is not going great for us. Not going great. Let's crack. We'll get this land and we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Guess we have to flame this stupid thing. Alright. Now we have the Spell Pierce. If they cast... They just can wait till their turn, untap and cast the flame. And we'll just lose. I don't know, it's interesting. Very interesting game. I wonder if they're going to fire up the Mutavault. Okay. go to 6. Okay. Well, this is kind of good for us. A little break for us. A little break that they had to cast one of these. Let's kill that. That's what had to happen to us last game, so that's a little bit fortunate for us. What'd they do with the cards, by the way? One top, one bottom. Well, now we have a blocker for the Mutavault, and we have a bunch of counter spells. So, Fatal Push. I probably feel like I should keep this around, so I'm going to counterspell this. I feel like our opponent has a bunch of draw spells in their hand, and they're trying to keep this around. Here comes Flame. Probably. They wouldn't animate that if they weren't about to flame us. I guess not. I guess they just want to trade this Mutavault with this Orc army, which I accept. I will trade. Seems weird to give me the +1/+1 counter to deal with this, but at the same time, that's what I did to them in the prior game. You just get stuck with a bunch of those cards in your hand, and there's not much you can do about it. Okay, Molten Collapse. Well, we can kill that thing and start attacking. But is that really what we want to do? I mean, it is going to attack us, so I guess we kind of have to. Like, we can't block it. Alright. Hopefully their hand is a Consider and something else. And Flame of Anor. And it's a very weird game. Our opponent's kind of flooded out on lands a little bit. At first their lands were like an advantage for them. Now I feel like their lands are a bit of a disadvantage for them. Alright. Am I attacking with both? I still don't think I can attack with both. Here comes a Flame of Anor. Alright, so we have to go Mystical Dispute into Spell Pierce. Mystical Dispute. And now we Spell Pierce. Alright, so now we can attack with both, I guess. What's their last card going to be? Is it a Bolt? No. They just want to make sure. I think maybe their last card would be a Ragavan. So I'm just not going to attack with the Ballmaster. Their last card's probably another Flame. Oh. That would be great to cast. Okay, well, hopefully we have unchecked Ragavan next turn. That'll be exciting. Our opponent is flooding out, it seems. This probably was their last card. Alright, let's go 1, 2. Let's dash this Ragavan again. I guess we'll swing both because we have the Mutavault in their hand now. We're just getting very lucky that they don't have anything. Stern Scolding. They're trying to make sure they don't flood anymore. Alright. Boy, if they draw Bowmaster, holy cow, are we dead. They didn't draw anything again. Wild. We are getting very, very lucky this game. Alright, let's go 1, 2, play this. We should fire this up too, because we have to end the game. Be in combat. Begin combat. Attack, 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 attack. What are we bolting? What are we bolting? Bolting the rag. You know, I should just counter this, right? Caster spell. Alright. Ragavan being Ragavan got us no value, but still just a broken card. Wow, they just got so unlucky. Crazy how unlucky they got. Alright, do I want Tidebinders in? They didn't really look that great that game. Maybe Shieldreds might be good. Maybe these games just devolve into like derpiness. I wonder if we want this Thoughtseize. I have to be more careful playing around Tasha's. I need to be more careful. I don't deserve to have won that last game, so I need to be... Maybe, or I would say a Ragavan should get cut. This card's kind of derpy. Main phase, sorcery speed, kill a thing. Alright, let's try our Shieldreds. Let's see if they work. Very, very interesting game. Very weird game. I guess our opponent just had all the lands and they prioritized the land. Like, they got so far ahead that we were able to, like, they just flooded. We got lucky. They just flooded. Alright. This hand's kind of sus. But, well, they brought in Thoughtseize. So, I wonder if they're going to take my Bowmaster. Bowmaster kind of won me that last game, I have to imagine. So, they're probably going to take the Bowmaster. So, I'll just go land. Oh, they took my Preordain? Oh, we got them. Guess I'll just play this. I'll fetch up the Triome if I can to try and save life. They're probably sitting on Bowmaster. Alright, so let's fetch up the Triome here. I bet they're going to Bowmaster me. They only have 4 cards. Alright, that was a good draw. This is a very good draw. We're going to try and hold our Bowmaster. Bowmaster is like the best card in this matchup, I'd have to imagine. Bowmaster stops so many other cards. I mean, this is just a bait. This is such a bait. I have to just play the Bowmaster into their thing. Nah, I'm not going to take the bait. They may be struggling and they may have to cast this, but I'm going to think that they have a Stern Dismissal or something. Like, it feels like that was a bit of a bait. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know. Maybe I was wrong, but we can play it now at the end of their turn. But they don't have anything. All right, we're about to find out if that was a bait. So, should we play my Bowmaster? I am going to play a Bowmaster. We're going to play a Bowmaster. Hopefully this causes some kind of action, and then I, like, draw a thing. Alright, they're going to play their own bow. Oh, they're going to play that thing? Tidebinder? Okay. Alright. That works for me. Okay, so now this is going to be a 1/1 with no text. All right, all we need is a fetch land, and we can slam Shieldred. Fetch land? I'll take this. This is good. This is fine. A bolt and a fatal push. Let's bottom. Let's top. So now we have push on this. We could bolt this. If we are going to bolt it, should we bolt it now or should we wait? We could bolt it on their turn, maybe. Maybe they cast like a Ponder or something. Or they go for Flame of Anor, and we could go bolt into Spell Pierce. They do know about the Spell Pierce. All right. I guess they want to rumble. So now we bolt that. And we can hopefully fight with the Spell Pierce here. Okay, looks like we got him. Alright, Spell Pierce that. So this, once this dies, our Bowmaster is going to turn back into a Bowmaster. Alright, now this resolves. And then, boop. We got him. Alright, so our opponent seems to be stuck on lands. Do we want to jam this Shieldred? It's a tough call. This is a tough call, right? We play Shieldred, they hit, they just cast whatever that card is. They just hit us with Flame of Anor. But they only have 4 cards. They might not have a Flame of Anor. So we're going to take the gamble. This might cost us, but we'll see. Okay, so they didn't set an upkeep stop. They didn't Flame of Anor it. They can Tasha's Tidebinder it, but it's the same concept. Okay. It's the same concept where we can kill this. We can kill this Tidebinder and the thing comes back. It's still a 4/5, right? It's still like a beefy 4/5 that we can attack. We just need a fetch land to kill this. Bowmaster. Alright, let's be in combat. Be in combat, attack. Right? We still have a 4/5. Oh, don't block that. You'll get destroyed blocking that. I think I'm going to play a Bowmaster here just to do more damage. Alright. I mean, they're at 6. We should be in a pretty good spot here. If I do win this match, I don't feel like I deserve it, but we did win, maybe. I mean, I don't know what they could have from this spot. They're pretty locked in. If they cast something, we have Counterspell. I guess I could have Flame of Anor plus Counterspell, but then we have double Bowmaster triggers. I don't know. Feels like we're in a really good spot. I mean, considering next turn we're going to full send for everybody. Alright, begin combat. Begin combat. Full send. Full send. Let's see what they're casting. They bolt my Bowmaster. Deal. Okay, so now before blocks, I can Fatal Push this. Should I do that? Yeah, why not? This makes this attack lethal. And then we get to fight have a counter war. 1, 2. They are going to play a Bowmaster. Alright, so I'm going to counterspell this. If they have a thing, that would suck for me. A Spell Pierce, a Flusterstorm. Okay, they did not. I don't know how I won that match. I don't deserve to win. I got very, very lucky in that game too. But that's what Magic is. It's a game of luck. Yeah, I don't feel like Tidebinder is the move in the mirror, but maybe it is. Maybe I just misplayed it. Just seems like they had a expensive card that kind of just didn't do much. I don't know. Maybe they cut Flames. I would be curious to know how they boarded. They didn't cast one of these after in sideboard games, but should have worked out that game where we landed her and they didn't have a flame. But I don't know. I don't know what the way to play was. I felt like I should have lost game 2. And it's an interesting dilemma where it's like you do this, then they do this, then they bowmaster you, and then interesting games. Interesting games. All right. I'll be back for round number 2. See you then. All right, we're back. We're on the draw. Arid Mesa, huh? I wonder... Arid Mesa. I wonder if this is going to be... Whatever. I'm just thinking if it's going to be creativity and they're going to play a Ren and 6 and kill my Ragavan. So, yeah, it's going to be creativity. They're going to kill my... They're going to go Ren and 6 and kill my Ragavan. I debated just casting the pawn. I just debated casting the Preordain. Imagine if we're on the play, I get to hit him with Ragavan, hold up Counterspell. Tilt, 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 tilt. Now we're just going to hold up Counterspell. Now I'm tilted. Hopefully we can counter... Hopefully we can counter something. No, they're just not going to do anything. Alright, well... I'm going to get the Triome now. Draw a card. I guess we'll just... Preordain. Probably want this Tidebinder. And we'll pass the turn. We still have to hold up a Counterspell so we don't die next turn. Which is crazy to say. I knew it. I knew as soon as I saw the Arid Mesa, I'm like, they're going to play a Ren and 6. This is going to be creativity. I shouldn't have played the Ragavan. What is this? Cycle Xander's Lounge? I could play the Bowmaster, but then they just go ping... And then they go, land, creativity, kill me. Right? That doesn't do anything. They would just crack this fetch, get a Triome thing, and kill me. So we'll play a Bowmasters at the end of turn here. Ping the Ren. 1, 2, Bowmaster. This might get countered or whatever. I mean, whatever. Ping a Ren. So annoying. Ren is just so strong. Ren is just so strong. Guess I can try and kill Ren with these this other Bowmaster. Let's Ren. Okay. I'm gonna Bowmaster this blocker. Bowmaster. Shoot that. Leyline Binding. What do you think they're gonna Binding? Problem is if I tap out, they get me, you know? They're binding They're binding my one thing. Right? If I counter that, then they just go land creativity, get a guy, and I'm in trouble. So we have to just play conservatively. They get to down tick and kill my other bowmaster. Not great. This seems like a tough matchup for us. I don't know. I guess if we were on the play, it's a very different game. But being on the draw sucks sometimes. Especially with Ragavan and the way it works. So, fortunately this deck's not playing like Unholy Heat. So we have very few answers to like a resolved guy. Hope they do something this turn. Just let me counter something and then let me untap and do stuff. Cast a stupid Fable. Can't help yourself with this stupid spell. Counterspell. Alright, what do they got? They got the white thing here. I hope they have the white card. Spell Pierce. Sure. Alright, that's kind of bad for us. Kind of bad. Oh, now I draw you? Nice. Ragavan Bolt. Bottom, top. Let us kill this stupid thing. And let's get rid of this stupid Renin 6. There. This card that came down on turn 2, we finally got rid of it 4 turns later. We untapped with it. They played it on our turn 1. Alright. So in theory, they could just go land, Dwarven Mine, slam. What are they doing here? They're going after the Bowmaster so they can use the draw part of it. Alright, I respect that. I respect that. They discarded Xander's Lounge and a thing. Another Fable? Get wrecked. Get wrecked. I wonder what happens if I Tidebinder this thing. If I Tidebinder the trigger here, does this lose all abilities and die? Because it has no abilities? I should know this. How does it work? I'm not going to do it for science in a thing, but I should know. Renin 6. I think I'm going to... I could just fizzle the thing. I think I'm going to Snapcaster Counterspell this. Snapcaster. Counterspell. I guess they could go land thingy. Counterspell. They could just go land, crack. Okay, well, they're not doing that. They're going to kill the... They're getting a land back. God, Renin 6. It's so good! It's so good. I guess we could Tidebinder this and kill this. Alright, so let's crack this. Let's get black here. Watery Grave. Okay, So I think we're just gonna go like all in this turn. We'll just go I guess we'll just go activate Mutavault. And we could swing it that. I think we need to swing all at Ren and 6. Attack all Ren and 6. If they go to crack this fetch, I'm probably going to Tidebinder it. I wish they would block here. This is kind of good for us. Okay. This might be a mistake. Might be a mistake. Alright, hopefully this is good enough. They just don't just go fetch land creativity. Teferi, okay. Sure. Alright, so we will be full sending at them next turn with Ragavan. Red Ragavan dash. Begin combat. Begin combat. Hiya, hiya. Hiya, hiya. Everything at them. Or this will put them at 1, right? 1's pretty good place to have this deck that needs to fetch. Okay, well. Alright, well, hopefully they don't go to 1 anymore. Fable. Guess I'm just gonna swing both at them. Attack, attack. They'll block here. They'll go to 1. Bro, this is very annoying. Alright, I'm just gonna play the Tidebinder as a threat that they have to deal with. I'm not gonna be able to do anything else at whatever speed. Okay. They have Teferi, so Tidebinder is pretty useless. They do have reprieves. That's crazy that they dumped a Dwarven Mine. I guess it just doesn't do much. Can we draw a Lightning Bolt? Or a Snapcaster Mage? Or a... Oh shit. I gotta turn off Auto Yield. Turn off Auto Yield. What do we draw? We drew a Tidebinder. I mean, I'm gonna play it. Considering it kills them. Considering it kills them. Even though they get to flip this, so... If we draw a removal spell, we can like kill this and then attack them. But they do have the Teferi bounce. But if they Teferi bounce it... Oh, they bounce their thing? Alright. That's pretty good. Fable again. Okay, can I draw a Snapcaster Mage, please? Bowmaster would be acceptable. Lightning Bolt. To your face. That works. Thank you, deck. This fancy back and forth game. Alright, bolt you. We're playing this fancy back and forth. Bolt you. Very interesting game. Very interesting. This deck does do a lot of damage to itself. Okay. So the question is, do we want Engineered Explosives on 0? We probably want Alpine Moon. We probably want Thought Seizes. Now the question, alright, we don't need Stern Scolding. Don't need that. Don't need Fatal Push, right? Bolt's just as good. How do we feel about Tidebinder? It's kind of expensive and clunky. We don't need Molten Collapse. We probably want these cards. We probably want an Alpine Moon. Do we want Alpine Moon? I guess them not being able to make 1/1s is probably good. Right? It's probably good for us in the grand scheme of things. And we could just leave this in play, right? I don't think we want Flame of Anorus. Like, this card's kind of clunky. I do want Flusterstorms, though. Right, what are we going to flame? Just draw 2, deal 5 damage to what creature? That does seem clunky, especially because they're playing Spell Pierces. So maybe we have this. We could play Shieldred. If we tap out for a Shieldred, we could just die. Let's try this. 61 cards. That's fine. Let's try this. Like this. Maybe we cut an Alpine Moon. But again, them not making dudes seems fine. Let's just play one Alpine Moon. Let's try this. Just name Dwarven Mine. They can never make their little guys. All right, let's try it. Let's try it. Okay, turn 1, Thoughtseize, take the Wrenn and 6. Okay. It's just so important to take Wrenn and 6 against this deck. Hopefully they don't have a Veil of Summer, but what can you do? You know, you could sit here and be like, oh, well, I have this, and they have this, and blah, 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 blah. But Veil of Summer would be bad. Fail? Okay. Fable, this. All right, we're going to take the Fable. Okay. So they're going to have to, like, shock themselves for, like, no reason here. They didn't shock. Do we just jam this to make them shock? Do we do it on their upkeep to make them shock? Just to get our guy in play? I mean, if we're going to cast this, we're going to cast it on their end step. Well, maybe I just jam it now. Maybe I just jam it right now. Because once this card comes in play, this reprieve becomes a lot more sus. Alright. Maybe this is a bad idea. Maybe they just go whatever, but I like having these in play, especially when they have a reprieve in their hand. Alright, so what do I want to do? I'm going to attack. Let's attack. And let's ponder. Should I go Island Ponder? I probably should just Island Ponder. I would like to keep this Spell Pierce. I would like to keep this Spell Pierce. Alright, this is exactly where we want to be. Alright, they're going to play that. Sure. I dare you to go for this creativity. I double dog dare you. Alright, so we're going to go to the end step. And we'll play the Bowmaster on the end step to kill this. They will reprieve it, which we'll get to kill it anyway because of the pinging here, right? Here's the reprieve. I guess they're realizing that this Bowmaster dies no matter what. Right? If they reprieve draws a card. So then we just go boop. Bop, zap, bap, kill this. Zap. And they're coming to grips with that this reprieve has a cost in a Bowmaster world. Okay. Kill this token. Alright, so what do we know that's gone from their hand? This is gone, this is gone. Mace is gone. Reprieve's gone. So we only know about a creativity. That's all we know about. A Ragavan. Can we afford to dash a Ragavan here? We play Mutavault. We go 1-2 Ragavan dash. Or do we just cast Ragavan as a 2-drop? Or do we dash him? I think that we can just play him next turn. So we're going to swing this Bowmaster in. Attack, attack. We're going to play the Bowmaster. And we're going to play this land, and we're going to play a Ragavan. We're not going to try and get fancy and dash. That might have been... This might be a coward's move, but I think just playing him is okay. They shocked in the Sacred Foundry. What are they doing? Teferi. Interesting. I'm going to play a Bowmaster in response to Teferi, and I'm going to shoot them. Now, let's see. 1, 2, this is 3, 4, 5. I guess I want to just Spell Pierce this. So they have to use all their mana, and then they'll bounce this, probably. They'll bounce this, and then next turn I mean, I have to use this Spell Pierce. It's not getting much better. Let's get a red. And let's Spell Pierce this. Even if they tap out here, that still means we have more freedom to do things next turn. Slightly regretting not playing the Mutavault last turn, but at the same time, it represents a counterspell. Not having the Mutavault up. But we'll see what happens. They just let that get countered. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, we're going to just full send. I should have played this Mutavault first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leyline Binding. What are they going to take the Ragavan? Or are they going to take the Orc Army? They're taking the Ragavan. Okay, Ragavan gets got. So this is 2, 5. I should just play this Bowmaster. Bonk. And they're going to go below, and then we just play this land. And we zap them. Okay, that worked out nicely. That worked out very, very, very nicely. Bowmaster's really good against this deck. Just being able to ping off these little Dwarven... I mean, Bowmaster's cracked. You don't really need more than that. Bowmaster's a pretty cracked card. Alright, I'll see you for round 3. Alright, here we are for round number 3. Would you like to play first? Yes. AU2. Alright, we'll keep. We don't have black, but we're on the play. We could just go. I wonder if I'm supposed to shock this in or just play this. Probably just shock this in and preordain. Bottom. Probably bottom both. I want to hit a black land, I guess. Well, maybe I should have kept the Ponder. But if I kept the Preordain, I would be drawing this. Bloodstained Mire. Oh no. At least they can't get rid of everything we have. Oh, this deck. Alright, well, what can you do? They take Flame of Anor, and they take Flame of Anor. Take the other flame. Yup. Well, that's horrible. That was not what we wanted to happen. Grief is still broken. Oh, counterspell this. I guess I'm gonna dash this. If there's justice in the world, give me a fatal push. Okay. A Voidwalker. Well, shit, I can't cast that. But I can Bowmaster. I guess the question is, should I Bowmaster now? I can wait. Boy, I really want that black mana now. Playing that Bowmaster would be sweet. So we can go 1, 2, 3 and try and kill this. But if they have another Undying effect, it goes very poorly for me. It's a tough call. The classic scam dilemma. I can just gang block this. I don't think so. I think I'm going to try and... I don't want them just... I mean, they probably have a Bowmaster for my Bowmaster. But... if they just have another scam card, I just completely lose. That was a very good draw. Alright, so let's dash Ragavan. Guess I should do this. Dash Ragavan. This way I can bluff that I still have this open. Begin combat. Begin combat. Attack with Ragavan. Alright, this kind of works because we can kill this Grief finally. We can make sure we kill the Grief. Even though we don't attack here, I think it's okay. Alright, we have no cards. They have 4 cards. At least we know they don't have a Bowmaster. I am going to play this. I'm going to attack with these two. I'm going to play the Misty so I can fetch out a black source. We're leaving this Mutavault back in case they dash a Ragavan. Okay. Alright, we'll play this. Alright, I won't fetch the Triome, because I might want to cycle the Triome if I draw it. So, I want to get Watergrave tapped. We might cycle the Triome at this point, so drawing the Triome's kind of okay. That's not really what I wanted to draw. I'm just going to swing this. Begin combat, attack, attack. Or should I leave this back for Ragavan? Leave that back for Ragavan. Alright, I'd like to draw a spell, please. Give me a spell. Perfect. Guess we're swinging. We have the Otawara to bounce a Ragavan, so we'll just full swing. Okay. Our opponent has 5 cards in their hand. We have nothing. We have an Otawara. We have 4 mana unsummon. That's Thoughtseize proof. I wonder if it's going to be good enough. One, two. Molten Collapse, my guy. Deal. Alright, yield through the turn. Uncool. I don't know why I'm holding this, but I'm pretending like I have something. Maybe they'll grief me. Boy, this Mutavault has got to go the distance. Can we draw? Okay. That's something. That's actually a relevant card with actual words on it. English words that will do something for me. Alright. I hope they have a fetch land. They just go land fetch all excited and I just get to slam Tasha's. I don't know how people are still playing Scam. I guess they spent all those money on the cards, so they want to leave it. I'm not gonna crack here. I'm not gonna play this. I want to play this for value. Right? I want to play this for value. I want to stop a Bowmaster. I want to do something relevant with this. I want to do something relevant. There's so many rules questions I have with this card. Like, if somebody scams a grief and I do this, what happens? I need to do my homework on this card. I have not done my homework. Oh, this card's pretty good now. Tidebinder, begin combat, attack you. Bolt. So be it. So be it. Please, my opponent friend, go fetch land, slam crack. Slam crack fetch. Grief me. This is interesting. I guess I'm just going to play this Tidebinder. I'm going to bolt. And I'm going to play a Tidebinder. Like, I don't know how this works. If I counter this, what happens? Does it grief? I'm going to do it for science. What happens? Nothing. Nothing. So I have to kill this or they die. Bowmasters. Okay. This is quite a large number of lands we're drawing. Alright, so we're going to attack. We're going to attack. I guess I should Otawara this and make them block with this. Because if they block with this and then they like attack me and bolt me, I die. So let's just bounce this Orc army and force the chump here. So this is the age-old question. What wins? Mana Flood or Mana Screw, as the kids say? Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Yep. Alright. Any piece of removal. Anything. Anything that's not a land. Okay. Preordain. No. No, don't do me like this. Bro. That's crazy. No, I mean, we can't really let them attack us and bolt and find a removal spell. So we have to hit them. This is unfortunate. I am happy, though, that we stayed above 4 life. Like, we could have fetched and thinned, but then we'd be at 3. And I feel like we're going to tank a little bit. I feel like being in above 4 life is good, you know, especially because they're not playing a lot of bolts, you know, but they're not playing the most number of lightning bolts. But now their fetches are turned off. I mean, this is what happened to our opponent in round 1 in this deck, where we're just flooding like crazy. It's kind of crazy what's happening to us. Like, I don't know what this new version of this deck looks like, how many bolts they're playing. They discarded a Blood Moon. Blood Moon would actually be really good right now. It would shut us off being able to kill them with Bowmasters. Grief? Ha, joke's on you. My draws have been sick. Mirror. Alright. Fable? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, we're probably dead here. We're down to Bowmaster kills them, Snapcaster kills them. A couple of things kill them. That's the oldest story in Magic. Mana. No mana versus all the mana. Alright. So they attack us, we go to 2. And we have to draw Bowmaster, Snapcaster. Just dead. That was frustrating. That was frustrating in a way I can't put into words. Oh, there's 2 Bowmasters. Really? Oh my goodness. Kills you, kills you, kills you. Alright. That's crazy. Very crazy. Alright. I kind of want Stern Scolding. This seems to counter all their creatures. Except for Fable. But it does counter things. I don't know how I feel about Tidebinder. That was just... I'm tilted. I'm a little off my rocker now. We're kind of, as a deck, weak to Blood Moon. But we can probably fight them from resolving a Blood Moon. I wonder... We'll probably just bring in more removal. Stern to Scolding this. What's bad? Probably Archmage Charm is kind of bad. Maybe we shave Molten Collapse. What's the value we're going to get from it? Do we want Shieldred? Shieldred's probably good against them. Might be better than what? I guess Ragavan's good. Let's cut a Ragavan. Let's cut a Consider. I am kind of sad that our Preordain whiffed. Alright, we'll Ragavan on 1. I had such optimism. I had such hope when I drew the Preordain. Alright, we're going to play Ragavan, and we're going to hope they don't have a removal spell. Alright. We did get scammed that game, so, you know. Scam is good. Hopefully they... I don't really want them to scam us again. Hopefully they have a Thoughtseize. Damn it. Alright. We're gonna hold up Counterspell. We're gonna hold up Spell Pierce. We're gonna hold up everything. Everything in the world we're holding up. Oh, everything in our hand. Ragavan. I guess we could just bolt it. Whatever. We'll wait till their end step to bolt it. Zap. I guess they must have an Undying effect in their hand that they want to do this fancy Undying it. That's why they didn't dash it. Nope. Alright, a 2 for 2. Okay. I don't want to play the flame. You know what would be a sick draw here? Tasha's Tidebinder? Tidebinder would be kind of sick here. Yeah. Now they're going to crack a fetch land and we get to get it? Oh, that'd be so sick. Oh, you suck. Well, I guess I will counter spell. I think it's always best to bluff bolt. Well, they got around our Tidebinder. Okay. Let's preordain. Bottom, top. Hate to do this. I hate to keep shocking. We've lost so much life. It probably telegraphs the Tidebinder. Please just go land Grief. And then we get to Tidebinder it. Bro. That's so not cool. I guess we can flame and draw 2 here. But if they have a Bowmaster, oh my god. We'll lose the game. Or should we just play, or should we just let it happen? Alright, you got it. You got it. Flaming here, if we flame and they have Bowmaster, it would be a disaster. So they could play around Tasha. Okay. Are we just jamming Shieldred? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're F6'd. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now they can go fetch land Grief or play Blood Moon. But we have Shieldred. I'm happy. I am happy. They could play a Shieldred too. They could do a lot of stuff here. I don't know. Shieldred is so crazy. It's such a crazy card. Most creatures have like ETBs and like are based off the value of their ETB. But Shieldred is just so powerful with her static effect. Her just whatever effect or that it is wild. Alright, sure. Which one wins? Shieldred or Grief? I could use this now. I could just kill this. I could draw 2. I think I'm just going to attack. and just use this to try and pseudo protect the Shieldred. So they're 5. Voidwalker. Okay. Why are they not attacking? Okay. I guess they're setting up for Bowmaster. Play a Bowmaster, triple block this. Attack. That's the only thing I can think of. Okay. Alright. So, obviously we can't let them have this. I mean, if they have an Undying effect, they got us. We're toast, but... 5 damage. Let's just kill this. Alright, thank goodness they don't have the Undying effect. Okay, well, that's our hand. Top deck wars. Oh, boy. Alright. Now we're going to draw a bunch of lands. Not good. Not good. Well, live by the Shieldred, die by the Shieldred. They stomped us? Oh, we're so dead now. There's nothing we could draw that gets us out of this. GG's. Live by the Shieldred, die by the Shieldred. I guess I was supposed to do whatever in response to that flame. Well, scam. I mean, beat up on us, but I don't know. Blood Moon seems like a really strong thing to do against this deck. This deck seems pretty weak to Blood Moon. Alright, I'll see you for round 3. Alright, here we are for round number 4. Keep. This hand's not great, but, you know, we got a little bit of... You know, see your funny bug with Moto? See how I can't shuffle my cards back and forth? If I go over here, and then I go, if I swap this for this, and then go back, and then go to add one, now I could shuffle my cards again, just like that. What a weird bug. Alright, so I'm probably going to end up cycling this land. So we'll probably just go Spirebluff Canal, pass the turn. Our opponent is not here. We'll be back when they're here. Okay, here we go. Spirebluff. Alright, so we're playing against Lantern, or not Lantern, Amulet. So I am going to cycle this. Guess I'll just play this. We want to hold up Counterspell for Amulet. This is a time in which Tasha's Tidebinder could be really, really sick. Wow, this is just the worst Amulet draw. I should have waited till end step here in case they play, but I'm assuming they're F6'd. Alright, let's dash. Let's dash this Ragavan. Urza's Saga. Okay. This is a pretty slow Amulet hand. Nope. Nope. I mean, to be fair, our hand isn't exactly fast. We're not really killing it here. Let's play the Mutavault. Let's play Ragavan. We hit the Vesuva. All right. Obviously this is not a good start. Not a good start for us. Summoner's Pact. Dryad. Bounce land. We could cycle the Xander's Lounge. That's not going to do it. Obviously, this is resolving. Cycling the Xander's Lounge doesn't do much here. Might do it. Just because we're so desperate. Oh, good. Oh. Uh-oh. I guess we have to attack with this. Attack with this. Hope they block bolt it. Yeah, they're never going to block. Alright. Now we're just... I should have played the Ragavan, but I have to hold up the counterspell. I don't have to, because they're paying off the pact, but... You never know. One amulet, and they're just off to the races. One amulet, that's all it takes. Alright, well... We have to have a counterspell next turn. We gotta draw a counterspell. We gotta draw something. Okay. I want to just concede so badly. I want to just concede. Just too many lands. Too many lands. Alright. Too many lands. Just bolts and things are really bad against this deck. I mean, that might be good to, like, get reach, but... Yep. You gonna be good here? A bow master. A master of bows. Yup. Boy, this deck seems pretty rough. Transmute. This is an activator triggered ability. I would love to counter that. They're getting an Urza Saga. Alright, this is active. They have this active. We can't kill them. Alright, this next draw step might as well just be the best card. It's got to be like the best card in the world. I guess it's something, right? So we can go 1, 2, Bowmaster. We can kill this thing. Alright. And we can bolt it. And we can play a Ragavan. And we'll put this land into play tapped. Alright. Be gentle, opponent. That's all I ask. We couldn't attack them. They were under ring protection last turn. Okay, well. What are they going to get? See, the problem is they have the haste land here. Dryad. Yeah, we're just dead. They could just go land, kill this, land, kill this. Alright, we needed... I don't know. We didn't really... I guess I kept a hand with 5 lands, and that's on me. And we never really recovered from that. Okay, so let's do this. Let's have Stern Scolding to counter Dryads. Let's not play lightning bolts. Do we want explosives to deal with amulets? I feel like we have enough ways to kill amulets with this. These counter dryads. I guess I'll cut the fatal push. It's kind of hard to get delirium. All right, let's try this. Well, let's see if we can put up a little bit of a better show. I probably want the Mystical Dispute too, just because it's a 3 mana, a cancel or whatever you want to call it. 3 mana, pay 3 extra. I don't know what spell does that. It's like a terrible mana leak. I guess it's like we're cycling a Chrome Shell Crab or whatever. The crab that you discard to do 3 to make something cost 3. I don't know. I'm just running my mouth here. Okay. Well, we'll be back. All right. We'll play first. Okay. We have the amulet countered. We have the thing countered. We can kill an amulet. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, we're going to just play like a good player. We're not going to F6 when we have all this permission. I'm going to play Ragavan. These lists do play Dismember, right? So they could like Dismember this, and then we would be left without these counterspells up. Look at that. I want this Ragavan alive. We have this to deal with a amulet. Hopefully they go like tap land. I don't know. Okay, so let's see what we get with this Ragavan. We got an amulet. I wonder if I'm supposed to cast this. I could actually cast this and then play the Xander's Lounge. Why not, right? Huh. Nice. This does make us this cost 3. Okay, begin combat, attack. They've had the least number of amulets I've ever seen. Oh, what is this? What is this? Well, that sucks for us. Yeah. Nothing I can do about it. Unfortunate. We can Molten Collapse this, but I feel like we should wait and kill an amulet or something. I feel like we should try and get more value from this Molten Collapse. Like, I want them to slam an amulet. Jeez, I guess they just don't have it. They just don't have it. They're not going to attack. Well, shit. Nice. Nice. The value. The value. Our opponent has 7 cards in their hand, which is a very scary amount of cards. Yup. Okay. Bowmaster, that's exciting. I could play a Bowmaster. That'll be very exciting. Unfortunately, this endurance bricks our whole team. Alright, let's play a Bowmaster. Let's zap them. So they're sitting on 6 mana, and they just did nothing. Very weird. Flame of Anor. Okay. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. What do we got? Teleria West. Can I activate ability? Counter target activated or triggered ability. 1, 2, 3. I will counter this. Boop. Nice. All right. I think here I want to crack this flame, draw 2, kill this. Let's get this. Let's go bop, bop, bop. Because now let's go cast. Target player draws 2, 5 damage to a creature. I draw, kill this. Because this is a wizard now. Alrighty. So now the problem we have is we're called to a Titan. I should preordain first in case they have another endurance, but I have this flame, so we're gonna swing. We're gonna swing first. Okay. I'm going to preordain. We're gonna look for. Don't need a Ragavan. I guess this is 2 more looks, technically. More looks. Alright, so let's do bottom, top, and pass the turn. So now we have Flame of Anor, we have Spell Pierce, we have Stern Scolding. Okay, so now here comes a Titan. So Titan's going to resolve. And we're going to counter the trigger. And they're just going to get a 6/6. Boop. Boop. Okay. So now we just go Molten Collapse this, attack and kill you. Black, red. Destroy target creature. All right. That was very, 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 very smooth for us. But they didn't do anything. They didn't play an amulet. They didn't do anything, right? They just kind of derped. Now, I wonder if I'm going to want engineered explosives on the play, because I can't really stop amulet with a spell pierce on the play. I think I want to bring these in. I think I want to... What do I want to... Are these good? They should be good, right? Just kill amulets. Let's cut these and bring in these. I'm not sure how I feel about them, but I just want to be able to kill amulets. I don't... Okay. I guess we can keep this hand. Hand's kind of sussy. Don't do... Oh, they didn't have an amulet. That's so crazy. Alright. I'm gonna play a Ragavan. Alright, so they don't have an amulet. They don't have Dismember. We are just getting so lucky. Very, very lucky. Alright. One Primeval Titan dealt with. Alright, so we have Tasha's. We can counter the search, right? We can counter the search. Let's do that. Let's counter this search. Boop. Lose 1 life. float a mana, pass the turn. Wow, this card's really good against Titan. Holy moly. Holy moly. We also, I mean, but the problem is that they didn't have a very good Titan start, right? Their hand was kind of slow and derpy. Silence. That's a little ambitious. I'm going to preordain for a land here. Perfect. Alright, I think we've won this game. We just have a handful of permission. I don't see them getting through this. Right. Grazer? No. No, I'm going to Stern Scolding this. I just want them to suffer. I want them to suffer. Alright, let's fetch out the Triome here. I wonder if I'm supposed to just Snapcaster for beatdown here. So this is 7, right? If we play this Snapcaster now, we're hitting them for 7 and then we just hold up permission. Yeah. Let's deploy Operation Ambush Viper. Operation Ambush Viper. Target this. Play this land. Begin combat. Begin combat. Attack, attack, attack. Well, turn 1 Ragavan's still broken. Turn 1 unanswered Ragavan. Still good. Alright, so we have Counterspell plus Spell Pierce plus whatever. Nope. And they did. Well, that was pretty good. But the problem is that, like, the games we won, they didn't really do their Titan thing. They didn't really do their fancy Titan thing. I like this deck. I like it a lot. It's very fun to play with Snapcaster Mage again. It's a little clunky with the 3s, but the deck has a lot of power. It can be kind of customized to deal with a lot of different things. Seems like it may behoove you to play like 1 Swamp maybe in the 75. Nah. I mean, Blood Moon only stops this, right? So maybe you don't need to play around Blood Moon. Because, like, Blood Moon only stops these. So, like, I guess if you're expecting Blood Moon, don't board in these. I feel like the Scam game that we lost, the match we lost against Scam, we were very close to winning both games, right? Like, game 1, we could have won. Game 2, maybe we got outplayed, could have made different decisions. It was hard. They attacked our hand a lot, but game 1, we definitely could have won. We just got very unlucky in game 1. But that's Magic. That happens. I like this deck. I hope you liked it too. Deck's sweet. Good job whoever built it and customized it and worked on it. This card's just crazy. This card is really, 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 really good. I think you could probably play a 4th Snapcaster Mage. I think a 4th Snapcaster Mage wouldn't hurt. Because Snap all these cards just so good. Maybe a 4th Snapcaster over the Archmage Charm, but who knows. I do love Snapcaster. Maybe that's just my old man bias here, where I'm just like, I want to play with my Boomer cards. There is no more Boomer a card than Bolt Snap Bolt these days. Alright, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.